We're at USA MedBed, Hospital Direct Medical, serving all of Virginia, California, and we ship beds all over the United States, all over the world. As you can see here in our showroom, we're looking at the Stryker Secure 3 model 3005. And one of the reasons that I shoot these videos is, number one, because if you can't make it to one of our showrooms, I can give you an overview of why I like these beds. But you can also see that we basically carry and sell all these beds. We're not one of those companies that you find online where they have the bed listed, but they really don't actually have it in their possession. In fact, I usually don't do this, but just for the heck of it, here's beds that are ready to go out right now. Some of our other showroom stuff, but just to kind of give you an idea, we sell beds literally by the hundreds, if not by the thousands. This is what our warehouse will look like, where we've got all these beds coming in from hospitals all over the United States. And we usually sell a lot of these beds to other companies that you see online, and they buy them from us. But if I'm going to get in this business and sell these beds, I want my hands on the beds. I want to know the beds. I've been doing this 15 years, and when you come into our showroom, I basically have every Hill-Rom, every Stryker bed model that's made that's a good, reliable bed. There's a couple models that I shy away from just because I know they break down a lot. The Stryker Secure 3 model 3005 is my favorite bed. I mean, we sell a lot of beds. I've got Lynette, I've got Progressives, Air, Foam, you name it, we sell them. Just did a bed video on the VerSecure, which I haven't done in a while. But the Stryker Secure 3, a lot of reasons why I like this bed. Now, one of the reasons I like the bed is that it's got really durable handrails. So I'm over 200 pounds. I could do dips off of these. These are solid metal. They close in, okay, right? But if you can see, they have a two-step opening system. So what I've done is I've opened each one of those up. Basically, if somebody's getting out of bed and they need assistance, they can put their hand on each one of these. You can open these all the way up. And they have a pull system. So I open it up once. That opens it up for the person to get out of bed. I can do that on the other side. And then I can drop it down one more time, get it completely out of the way if I need to do that. So really solid. These are also made in Kalamazoo, Michigan. This is made in the USA. Solid equipment. You got a solid metal bed pan down there. Gives you a lot of support. It's not, just show you here, it's not what I call the Mickey Mouse stuff, which I really don't like, but like this is what you're going to get from insurance right here. These beds with spring, they don't give you a lot of support. They usually make matters even worse because they sell you a really crummy mattress and then people are all messed up, laying in bed, getting out of a hospital because the insurance company opted to give them the cheapest quality stuff. So Stryker and Hill-Rom, which you can see, we've got all their bed models in here. They don't sell these to homes. They don't have a home care division any longer. So if you want these beds, you have to come through a secondary provider, which would be somebody like ourselves. And we sell these beds to home care, long-term care, senior care, nursing homes, sim labs, nursing schools, international hospitals. We basically sell these beds all over the world. We go through beds by the thousands. And like I said before, a lot of these websites that are online, which are good companies, they don't actually do what I do. They don't have the beds in their possession. They don't show up to hospitals to go get 150, 200 beds. Each one of these beds is 500 pounds. So when you're doing a bed job that's 150, 200 beds and you're bringing staff on site and loading semi-trucks, you're really definitely heads deep into the business. But with that being said, let's look at some of these features. Now you have the Trendelenburg features. This right here is usually if somebody has swelling of the feet, gout, something like that. They're trying to recirculate some of that back. But if the person slides down in the bottom of the bed, this Trendelenburg feature is very useful for helping get them to slide back up using gravity. If somebody has a cardiac-related issue, they normally want them 30 degrees above their feet. So the reverse Trendelenburg right there is also a really great feature. And then your basic features, power up and down, head, foot. The chair position's a big deal. You know, when people are vertical in bed, they tend to have better circulation. It helps for recovery. So that is definitely something that is always a great feature to have. CPR, in case you have to flatten out the bed, that'll do it. In a hospital setting, they would set it at 30 degrees, and then they would lock it out. If you can see, I locked that out, and they would lock out basically everything so that the patient doesn't mess with the bed and they keep themselves basically safe. You could lock everything out with one swoop on this. three-stage bed exit alarm, and then of course a scale. Why do you need a scale? Well, you need a scale because if somebody's in bed technically and you need to know how much medicine to give them, you want to be able to weigh them, and that way you know how much medicine they're supposed to have. And then if they're coming out of hospital, you can manage their weight and make sure they're not dropping it too fast, or just keep an eye on that. Now, one thing the bed also does have, if you can see here, is that brake. Now, this is another thing that's really nice, is that, boom, I just kick down on that brake and that thing is locked in. It's a very solid mechanism for locking the bed in, locking the bed out. Like I said before, just pull this straight out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the bed in a chair position. Now, one other thing about this bed that I do like is that a lot of these, we've sent a lot of these into hospitals, and we use them for what we call wound care, meaning we're going to equip this bed with a wound care surface mattress. A wound care mattress is basically for people that are at risk of bed sores or have bed sores. Bed sores are rated stage 1, 2, 3, and 4, with 4 being the absolute worst. But what you can do with this bed is take that foam mattress. This is a gel foam mattress right here, actually, a really high quality one. And you can hang that pump right off the foot of the bed. So the pump will hang down here. It will not block your controls. You still can get to your scale. You can still get to all your features, which is very handy. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and put the bed into a chair position. And so, people are in bed a lot. Technically speaking, if somebody's permanently in bed or they're just getting out of bed to go sit in a chair, they're pretty much always in bed. I mean, theoretically, I know you're putting them in a chair and they might be moving around, but they're always going to have pressure on their tailbone and on their different parts of their body. So you're going to basically still have issues with them, putting a lot of pressure in that area. Now we've got the bed into a chair position, and you can see now if you're going to eat or sit upright, it's real nice. You've got a slight bend in the leg, which kind of helps prevent the person from sliding down. And then if you still need to, you can open up the bed from here and get this out of the way so that they can still get in and out of the bed, although probably not the greatest idea, but you would just lower the bed down if you needed to. Now that's going to take it out of chair, but still, I'll put it back in. But you still have the ability to access the patient, to get to them. So if you need to reach them or put an over-the-bed table, we also sell the over-the-bed tables. You've got the room to do that for somebody to eat in bed, watch TV. They're a lot more comfortable. So the Stryker Secure 3 is a super durable bed. It's very reliable. It's one of the beds, like I said, that's made in the USA. Some of these other manufacturers have opted to start manufacturing the beds outside the United States, and I'm not saying they don't do a good job over there, but I do feel like they have compromised some of the raw materials and things that they put in. Without getting too deep into that, I'll just say that I like this bed. It's very durable. It's very reliable. It's made in the USA. And when I send these beds out the door, I never hear from the people again. I mean, I can't remember the last time one of these broke down. So when you're getting the bed, you might say, hey, you know what? A foam mattress is fine. We can set up with foam. And then later, maybe you say, hey, you know what? We need air. And then you just take the foam mattress off and equip it with air. So if you're looking for a really durable, reliable hospital bed, the Stryker Secure 3 is a really great choice. Now we have these here in Richmond, Virginia. We have a showroom set up in San Diego, California. And we are setting up right now in Sarasota, Florida, where we've got maybe about 30 of these beds down there. And, we sell all different kinds of beds. We've got, the Heel-Round Progressive might be one of the best beds you can buy. That has a full chair position where they can get in and out. That rail can drop. You can slide them into a wheelchair. ALS, MS, quadriplegic, paraplegic, these kind of beds, the Heel-Round 1840 bed, those are, those have a lot of bells and whistles. You don't always need that. I mean, every bed has, an ideal patient, and those really high-end beds with some of those other features are really not always needed. If you just need a really good full electric bed for your mom, your dad, somebody that's getting out of the hospital, the Stryker Secure 3 is one of the best beds you can get. Haven't done a video in a while, but I just wanted to show you a little bit about us, our company, the beds that we offer. They're fully recertified. They're patient ready. Like I said, we send a lot of these into hospitals. We do a lot of international hospitals And then we send these into sim labs, nursing schools, home, you name it, we sell them. But these are one of the best bed models we offer. So for more information, go to our website, the1hospitalbeds.com. We also have a new website, which is hospitalbedshop.com. We'll put the web address down there for you. You can call us here in Virginia at 540-327-7376, and in California, 858-263-4894. And like I said, we ship these beds all over. We've got beds going all the time to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Ohio. California sends a lot of beds into Phoenix, Vegas, up north into San Francisco. We do a lot of bed deliveries up into Los Angeles. So give us a call for more information. Visit our websites. We have a lot of information on beds, mattresses, wound care. Like I said, we're used to these types of situations where people are getting out of the hospital short notice, or they got something from the insurance company that is not going to work out for them. And now you're coming into the secondary market. We know this market very well. I know these beds better than most people know their kids. And, we're always going to find the right bed at the right price that's going to meet your given needs. So give us a call. Visit our website for more information, One Hospital Beds. Once again, we're looking at the Stryker Secure 3 Model 3005 hospital bed, one of our top sellers.